So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team...
Real chance! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
India are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage... Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Eto'o really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
India with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way through. Luis Suarez! That was superb goalkeeping.
Suarez is offering a right smile there.
Now it's Neymar. Neymar. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Decent chance! Sticks it away! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he's there to belt it away. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Eto'o. And Cruyff! He scores! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Simplicity itself.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
It's out for a goal kick. Van Dijk. Rijkaard. Vieira did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Cruyff. And he's searching. Cruyff! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. India are up by one then, but really feel they should be up by more. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
India are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway. And here's Suarez. And he's been shifted off it. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's shifting through the gears here. Now there's a fine ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Good ball, good take. And he shoots! Luis Suarez! It's a beauty! A finish of true class! It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams.
He's had a shot! He's got a goal! And again they hit the front. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
India get themselves into the lead. Shot and a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Messi.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach.
It's Totti! They've played it short. And this is Thiago.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Messi. Passing nice and neat. Now it's Eto'o.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well read, nice interception. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And he's intervened well there. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Roberto Carlos providing an outlet on that flank. Takes a shot! And that will be it. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Cruyff picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
They've taken advantage of...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running. Germany have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
He's picked his way through.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he's intervened well there. Roberto Carlos is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's found a way through. Shot could be on. Baresi getting this one clear. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he's managed to get free. Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
India with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Rodri attempts a clearance, and this is Eto'o. And now a sudden chance to counter. No goals as yet. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, there's a probing ball. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And this is Eto'o. Oh, he's bustling through here. Rodri gets it clear. Ah, that's a fine interception. He's on it. Can he get away? Vieira. Bellingham. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And he's got the beating of his man. He has a look up. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And the pass is intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's on his way! And it's Bale. And the shot! It's in!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So and Batistuta! Batistuta! Glorious! About as smooth as it gets. Again, in a trice, and they are... And the whistle goes for half-time. And the action is back on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And it's hoisted clear. Platini. That's a lovely, neat pass. Great vision. That is a great pick out. But it shapes to shoot! Yes! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
A case now of complete control. And that has left him in a heap. Platini, and he welcomes it in. Vieira gets good distance on it. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's straight offside. Roberto Carlos.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Oh, what has happened here? Cruyff. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Eto'o is onto this. Germany appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Plays it in low. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Platini. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
India can breathe again. Just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. Neymar. And this is Eto'o. Rijkaard clears. And it's Cruyff. And that has put paid to that. Looking for options for movement. Well read, nice interception. Opts for safety.
India are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a...
Batistuta! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Germany really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Five minutes left on the clock. Vieira cuts out the pass. Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bale looking to add to his goal.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
No, that's been intercepted. And he's there to belt it away. And that's it. India suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Pedri. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Neymar. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Beckham. Now it's Messi. Baresi. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, the ball's gone astray.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Chiellini. Now it's Messi. Eto'o. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Not the most accurate pass. And the counter is on. And it's Bellingham. Pedri. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eto'o. Now it's Eto'o. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well.
Just about within shooting range.
Eto'o really...
Oh, he's been caught napping. Messi. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Neymar. Messi. Oh, this looks sharp. It's Pedri. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, shooting chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Irwin goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's fabulous. Great vision. Shoots!
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Oh, well played. Lovely. There's the whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
India have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Well, that has not gone well. Neymar. Bellingham really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Neymar. Eto'o. Finding their passes. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Portugal can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Pedri. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Thuram gets a foot in and wins the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Portugal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Cruyff.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
And Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
India finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Gattuso. And here's Cruyff. Oh, super ball. Tries to get it clear. And here's Messi. Oh, that is a nice touch. Well read, and the danger is averted. Kadiolu did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Eto'o, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's away. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Costa gets into a good position. He's dealt with that really well. Argentina have their second corner now. Volleyed effort.
Barcola really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
Eto'o. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's on a charge. He's found a way through. Great chance! They've done it! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Argentina are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
That has ended up in no man's land. He's on it. Can he get away? Puyol. Chiellini. And that has been cut short. In with the challenge. Knocks it into space. Well read. Nice interception. There's the whistle for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Here we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing...
He's gone for goal. And he was quick to react. Messi. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Bellingham. And that is out of play. Great vision. Baresi. Puyol cuts out the pass. Picked out brilliant. He's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That is so good. Such sharp skills. And such... There's the shot! Puyol with the clearance. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Tries to play it through. Puyol, well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Gattuso. Bellingham. Now it's Gattuso. That's a sharp pass. And it's Diego Costa. Neymar. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. That's a pretty loose pass. Threads one in. Chance for a shot! It's in! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. India give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Messi. Diego Costa. And he's had a hit! He should have put that one away.
Diego Costa, clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3 up.
Now it's Messi. Oh no, this does not look good. They want to be quick to recover this. And again! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. No, the referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box and it is just a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Messi is always looking to break lines. Well timed, excellent interception. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this one is pretty easy. It's got to be Aguero. How do you contain someone with the...
Shoots! Makaleli. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's Griezmann! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he...
Messi! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw.
He's had a shot! He's got a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
India go into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Eto'o gets into some space. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And it's played into the middle. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's Cáceres. Flashes it across. India have the chance to go the other way. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Bellingham. Now it's Eto'o, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eto'o unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. Vieira. India looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Roberto Carlos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, a delicate chip through. Cruyff made a good run there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That ball looks a good one. There's no flag. He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured. India are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And the second half gets underway. He won't be happy with that one. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Carlos is offering a wry smile there. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's a good ball out wide. Now that's well seen too. Griezmann. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham. Vieira. And it's Seedorf. Vieira. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Makalele did well to stay calm there. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Messi. Caceres. To Messi. That's a promising run he's making on the right. He's shifting through the gears here. Cruyff looking to add to his goal. Could move up a gear here. Thuram. Bellingham. Seedorf. And the counter is on. Neymar goes on a charge down the left.
Pretty robust defending.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Cruyff.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Spread neatly, just eases him off the ball. It's gone out for a throw-in. Messi. Neymar. Lovely bit of skill. Puyol, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Messi. And Messi! Just cruising! They are cruising! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
India, and we're done. India have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Borussia Dortmund have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is...
And a shot! Decent enough try.
Now there is one relieved goalkeeper. He was helpless.
Now it's Eto'o. Oh, good spread. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's picked it up out wide. Pings in across. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kubasi. And it's Tchouaméni. That's a good run he's making there. Plays it in low. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Eto'o. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Messi.
That's good play from him.
And he's managed to get free. Well, now here's a good... And Messi! It's hit the crossbar. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Messi. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Hasebe is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Bellingham. And he's on a charge. Gerrard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Messi. Gerrard was in no mood for any of that. Plays a sharp little ball here. Messi. Messi! That is decidedly lacking.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Tchouaméni. Said. And there's the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break. Here we go again.
India have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And here's Eto'o. Pass is just off target. Gerrard. Now then, the ball's come loose. He's picked his way through. A lot of big chance! And he's done it!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
India have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's fabulous. Just about up to the hour now. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, this looks sharp.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And Messi! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Now it's Cruyff. That has been slung wide. Cruyff. They're urging him to shoot. That'll be a corner. India with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bellingham! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. He's got away. And that has put paid to that.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now that looks a decent ball. Chance for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Son Heung-min looking to get on the end of this. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Vieira is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Vieira. India close now to seeing this one through to the end. And this is great chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Played out to the left flank. Threads one in. Kirkchu.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
And that is that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the gap. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
I think in Christian Abbiati, you have one of the best Italian goalkeepers of his generation.
Must be.
Yeah, well, on the international scene, he's always been overshadowed, I suppose, by more illustrious rivals.
Well, he has, but regardless of all of that, you just have to look at what he's achieved.
A great shot stopper, very decisive and quick in one-on-ones, and just an excellent all-round command of the penalty box.
Now it's Cruyff. Looking for a runner. That's a pretty loose pass. Marquinhos. Cafu. Son Heung-min. Oh, that's nice. And the finish! Harrison gets it clear. Now that looks a decent ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Still goalless at the moment. Son Heung-min looking to get on the end of this. It's Son Heung-min! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Shoots! They've scored! How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
India are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Lovely feet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's intervened well there. Bale is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it's Neymar. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Good take, and the shot! Goal! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react.
He's had a shot! That's another chance! He scores! And the comeback is complete! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Madrid go into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will...
Oh, they could be caught out here. Gerrard. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Neymar. And the first half is done. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And the second half gets underway.
India really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Seedorf. Not the most convincing of passes. Baresi is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Oh, he's been flattened there. Cafu. Well, they've got it again. Looking for options for movement. That's the keeper's ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, played right into his path. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, well played, well played. Son Heung-min.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Searching pass he's played there. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Son Heung-min. Eto'o. Always onto this. And he cuts out the supply. And that has been cut short. Now he's got space here. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That has been slung wide. And it's McAllister. Wriggles his way through. Now it's Neymar. Caught offside that time.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Nicked it back promptly. Scholes. Bale. And this is Bale. And the shot's on here. Now, can he find a finish? Messi. The final 5 minutes. Good effort from distance. He's got away with one there. And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Messi. Looking to play him in. Marquinhos with the clearance. And that is that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looks